Coach G, what's going on? Hey, look, I got to be honest with you. When my agents told me they was hiring you, I thought they was pranking me.
Am I that bad?
Nah, come on, look, you my boy. This is the best news I heard all month.
Yeah, well, Harvey didn't want a walking, talking reminder of how things went south with you, hanging around the training facility.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, and luckily put in a good word with this ownership group, so here I am.
Look, I told you my actions wouldn't affect you.
I'm not sure that's the lesson here.
Okay, look, I was just playing, man. Look, it's dope that you're here. And honestly, I wouldn't have been able to live with myself if you would have gotten fired over me.
Yeah, well, I think you would have figured out a way.
I mean, yeah, but it still would have hurt.
You know, I used to think you were adorable. Now I think maybe you're just devious.
Hey, look, Coach, I got to keep them guessing. A little mystery's part of the brain, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, I think we're done here. Good to see you, MP.
Good to see you, Coach.
Come on in.
What's up, Coach?
Look, I'm really liking your aggressiveness lately.
Thank you. Look, I just been attacking more, trying to keep the defense on his heels.
Exactly. But now we need to get your efficiency up.
Okay.
We need to fine-tune that shot and get more of these buckets falling.
Oh, for sure. Look, I'm ready to put in that work.
All right, we're going to take your game to the next level. Here's what I want to do.
Oh, I got you.
Always a pleasure, MP.
Yes.
We've got some wonderful incentives for you today.
Cool. What you got?
Here, check this out.
Let's see. Yeah, that's it for me.
All right, we all good?
Yeah, we're good. Look, I made my decision.
Great. Well, we'll update all these details into your contract and have a great day.
Cool, Tabitha. Thank you
right.
so much.
Yes, my pleasure.
You have a good one.
See you later.
Yep. Candace, it's been way too long.
Hey, good to see you. I know.
Good to see you too.
You ready to get started?
Absolutely. What you got for me?
Okay, great. So I'd like to begin by talking about the idea of making your teammates better.
Okay.
So you've done a tremendous job of acclimating to the NBA game as a scorer. We've seen a few games from you so far with 40-plus points and no more than an assist or two.
Right.
So in your opinion, with a game like that, do you think you're doing enough to make your teammates better?
It's a great question, Candace. As far as making my teammates better, that's definitely something I'm aware of. Coach talks about that all the time.
Well, does he express that frustration with your lack of assists, though?
No, I wouldn't put it that way. I'm new to the league. I'm young. I'm learning. So he's happy that I've been able to establish myself as a scorer. But what he wants is... What we want, Candace, is to get better at exploiting that defense, using that attention to give my teammates those open shots.
Okay, so what do you need to do to increase your assist totals then?
To be honest, I don't know if I'm so concerned about my assist totals per se. But definitely, I got to do a better job of recognizing a double team and passing out of it. Sometimes that doesn't lead to an assist, but it's all about making the right reads.
Well, how do you work on that then?
A lot of it's just getting used to the experience of the NBA games. There's nothing like the NBA game speed, but film is big too. We break down every possession and try to see if everyone's making the right decision. So that's a big part of it.
These were all great answers. I love it. Thank you so much for your time. I know you're really busy.
Hey, look, don't mention it, Candace. Thank you for having me. Pleasure as always, and I'll catch you up soon, okay?
Right on. Thank you.
John, what's going on, man?
Buddy? All right, should we kick things off?
Go for it.
All right.
Yours.
So your coaches have been raving about your team play lately. Can you talk about how important it is for you to be seen as a team player?
Everyone wants to be seen as a team player to some degree, but sometimes when you call a guy a team player, it's just code for someone who's not that good. So that's not really what I'm going for, John.
Yeah, but you don't want to be seen as a selfish player, right?
No, of course not. But like I said, you grow up dreaming of being the MVP, not the guy who waves a towel at the end of the bench. So that's all I meant by that.
I'm sure there have been a lot of things, but narrow down to one. What have you liked the most about playing for this organization?
Honestly, everything's been so great. It's hard to pick one thing. You know what? I say the fans. I've always had a lot of fans from YouTube and all of that, but playing in front of 20,000 every night, that's a different thing. And that's a feeling like us Hoopers, we live for that. So shout out for them, for real. Like, we got some of the best fans in the world.
Great stuff, MP. Thanks for stopping by. You know, I really appreciate your time.
Anytime, John. It's always a pleasure. I'll see you around, man.
All right, take it easy, buddy.
MP.
What's going on, Coach?
Look, I'd like you to put a little more time in practicing your free throws.
Yeah, look, I'm trying, man.
I know, but sometimes you got to go beyond trying. All right, you're a better shooter than your numbers are showing.
Yeah.
You just got to put in the reps.
Look, I'm ready to practice.
Look, I think it's a focus thing, okay? You're kind of drifting out there, so I want you to really hone in on your free throws for the next few games. Think of it like a challenge, all right?
Yeah, that's not a problem. I'm going to keep making contact. I'm going to get my chance.
All right, good. I like your attitude, MP. Looking forward to seeing the results.
Thank you, Coach.
Tempo game tonight. Both teams like to get out and run, Grant.
Well, hey, when you've got the speed and athleticism, it's the best way to play. You have to challenge the defense to keep up with you.
Jackson outside. And here's Wright. Puts one up from 19. Chalk up two there.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
The foul. Jackson pass to Wright. With nobody on him, he buries that jumper. Wright's gotten his second bucket of the game.
And you cannot deny the gifted scoring ability that MP possesses. But after that last game, you can deny his willingness to be a team player.
Hey, he'll always get his points, but he wasn't creating for his team. That's something I know the coaching staff wants him to work on. George finds Wright. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. Screen by Gibson. Here's George. Second chance effort. And he takes it up and lays it in.
And they're trending in the right direction after a rough first quarter from the field.
George passes to Wright. The three ball. Fires in the triple. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Guys, it's been great hustle defense throughout 2 quarters of play, contesting everything and racking up the block shots as well.
Well, the other thing that's impressive is the point of attack for the defense, playing on the ball. They've been aggressive all night long and have a few steals to show for it.
Basketball. He contributed 35 points and really helped stretch the floor, opening up those driving lanes. You'd be hard-pressed to find an area.
Points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Morant, no good. Back to Leonard. To the paint. Clock at 4. And he makes no mistake. Screen on George. Here's Brooks. The Clippers grab the miss.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, well, you can settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. Anderson with a screen on Jackson. Outside for Brooks. There's the triple. The Clippers grab the miss. Wright's got his 6th rebound on the night.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Clippers.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
BA, it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And so hard work pays off with their 26th win of the year.
It's just a great matchup for them, and they're looking for the 4-game season sweep in their next meeting.
And we've come to expect these kinds of strong games for Paul George.
And with all these assists, it's obvious how well that he can see the entirety of the floor out there if he's getting one off.
Right outside. From deep. And that one drops.
Man, oh man, that's just absurd range. He can pull it up and hit it from just about anywhere.
So